What's up, family? It's your boy Built on a Budget back this afternoon with another video. How y'all doing, man? Hey, y'all. I want to talk to y'all a little bit about something that I got today in the mail. Didn't do a lot of physical labor today because Built on a Budget was tired. And today it got up to about 100 degrees. And I had couple of parts that came in today. So I thought, hey, look, it's part of my video. It's part of the process. So I thought that I would show it. I'll write it in. Let me show y'all what I'm working with. As y'all see, I got my wire harness in today from eBay. $79. Complete harness. $79. And you can't beat that. This wire harness is a little different than the wire harnesses that I was using in the past because I always done drive-by-wire, which was the blue and the green plug. Drive-by cable, early models, is blue and red, but I was told that you can get some early model blue and red plug drive-by wire. They just not drive-by cable. You can also get them drive-by wire in the earlier 5.3s. But what I got is a drive-by cable for sure. So what I wanted to kind of do today was kind of go over a little bit of this and show y'all what I'm working with and let y'all know that for 79 bucks with free shipping, add the taxes on it, about $84. You can't beat that. I done it both ways. I took a factory harness and I cleaned it up, deleted a lot of wires, took me 2 or 3 days, hands was all nasty, and it still wasn't really neat because of the configuration of a stock wire harness. And so it still put a lot of wires under the hood of your truck, and therefore I didn't really like it. It worked, but I didn't really like it. So then when I done Armstrong, I went with a different wire harness, and it was one that I purchased off of eBay. I paid a little bit more for it, but they done got a little cheaper, but I love it. Now let me show you what's so unique about this. Oh, I better turn the camera around so y'all can. All right, you see that grommet right there? That grommet slides up and down on this trunk line because all of this stuff right here that normally be under the hood goes to the inside of your car. You got start out like this here, and y'all bear with me because I'm doing it one hand and I'm trying to get it done right. They give you a fuse block and your relays, fuel pump relay, starter relay. All of that stuff is already made up where when you clean your wire harness, you got to add that on. This is your blue plug for your computer, your red plug for your computer, and in here lies a lot of different wires. You got your TCC wire, you got your check engine light wire, you have your speedo wire. Matter of fact, it comes with directions somewhat that kind of help you know what wire is what. And so, let me show you what we got here. Okay, it say your brown wire for your check engine light, black for your speedometer, white for your tachometer, dark green is for your number 1 fan, dark blue is for your number 2 fan, orange is for your park neutral signal, purple TCC switch, black multiple wires is for your chassis ground, red is for your ignition relay, and then you got your 2 connectors for your PCM. And so it explains to you what all of those wires is. Okay, but then you also got your OBD connector. This right here is what allows you to read your check engine light just like a newer car. Okay, so now I'm gonna name off a few wires, but when it get to the end, I got a couple of wires that I don't know what they are because I haven't done a drive-by cable before, but it's gonna be self-explanatory. It's like this one here. You can't mix them up. That's for your transmission switch. That's for your speed sensor switch. See how all of that is just made right off the harness? You can't confuse that. You see what I'm saying? All right, and then you're gonna have that wire right there. That's gonna go to your O2 sensors. Okay, so you know, and that's gonna be on the passenger side because all of these wires that I'm showing you first go down the passenger side of the engine, and this here is gonna be your crank sensor down by the starter, and those 2 ring terminals, they go on the starter. Then you come up here and you get this bundle of wires. That get your coil pack, plug, and these is your injector plug, right? And then this one right here, I believe it's the mass airflow. I'm not for sure. It could be your map sensor. Okay, let's go with that. And like I said now, I might be a little confusing with this stuff laying on the truck, on the ground. But when you put this wiring harness on, everything gonna fall right where it's supposed to go. This here is for your them 2 things under the intake, knock sensors. You come on around, you got a ground, you got another O2 sensor for the driver's side. You got injector, that's an injector, that's an injector. These 2 here is injectors, and this is for your coil pack. Do you see how simple they made it, right? And it's gonna be kind of hard not to understand that. Now, when you get to this bundle of wires, I know that I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7 wires, right? I know you got a wire for your temperature sensor, a wire for your alternator. I know there's 2 wires that go on to your throttle body for the throttle positioning sensor, and you got your alternator wire, and it's another one. But what I'm saying is, now, let me let y'all look at my face when I say it. It's gonna be self-explanatory because the wires itself is really where they can't go but one place. You cannot wire up the right side injectors to the left side because it's just it's not gonna happen. It's not gonna fit right. You see what I'm saying? This stuff is laid out to where it's gonna fit pretty good. Okay, this thing even come with a cooling fan diagram. It show you how to wire your stuff in to make your cooling fan work. That's gonna come off your computer so you can set the temperature from your computer and make it work. Well, built on a budget. What if I want to run cruise control on my engine? Will this wire harness allow me to do that? I'm glad that you asked. For it has a diagram to show you what wires go where for your cruise control. You see what I'm saying? So this stuff is pretty much self-explanatory. It's just that you got to be willing and not afraid to try it. And for the money, this is a whole lot cleaner in both ways than using a stock wire harness. Don't let nobody fool you. Pulling all them wires out, deleting them from the computer, that mess, man, takes a long time. And like I said, I done it before, and I would never do it again. Now, you can get this wire harness in a drive-by-wire, drive-by cable. Any one of those configurations with a 4L60 or 4L80 or if you wanted to go with a 350 transmission, 700R or 400 transmission, then you would buy one that would go for a manual transmission that would not have transmission provisions in it. So there's a lot of configurations that you can get this thing done. You just have to take and know what you're ordering and go from there. But yeah, that's what I got on the wire harness. Now, tell me something. How many of y'all tired of seeing my motor? I ain't. Because, let me tell you why I'm not tired of looking at it. Because I could have took this motor and just washed it and set it in. But I didn't do that. What I done was I took my time to do a little something different with it. Clean it up a little bit. And so that's what I got, and I'm happy with it so far. I might need to wire brush my heads because they look bad now up against the rest of that paint. But I mean, I got a wire brush. I can do it. I need to paint that black, you know. But so far, so good. I like it. And so that's why I've been showing it to y'all guys. That's just to go to show you a little bit of work will go a long way if you just take your time and just put forth the extra effort. Now, yesterday, I showed y'all about this flange to go with my exhaust that I got, right? Now, what I didn't show y'all, it come with a funky little gasket in it. And I never really cared about that gasket because I didn't understand how it worked. So what I done was, I bought some gasket material. Y'all see this? See that side? I paid about $10 for that sheet. And I done made 2, 4, 6. I could have made about 12 or 14 of these gaskets. I just traced it out. All I got to do is cut it out and kind of trim them up to make them look good. But yeah, that's what I got. And so I wanted to show y'all that I did that also before I close this video out. So listen,